It was a wedding filled with light, laughter, and tradition. The scent of rosewater filled the air, and the sounds of Arabic drums echoed through the courtyard as family and friends celebrated the union of Amira Ali al-Mansur and Yusuf Hamdan. She wore an ivory-embroidered thobe with gold accents, her kohl-lined eyes sparkling with hope. At just 24, Amira was known for her gentle nature and brilliant mind. She had recently completed her degree in education and dreamed of starting a family. Yusuf, 29, was respected in the community, a businessman from a well-known family in Sharjah. To everyone watching, this was the perfect marriage. But what no one could see was the storm building behind Yusuf's smile. The wedding night was quiet, not in the way of peace, but in the way of distance. Amira noticed it immediately. Yusuf was cold, distracted, and impatient. He dismissed her questions, avoided eye contact, and slept facing the wall. Confused, she chalked it up to nerves. Maybe he's tired, she told herself. Maybe it's just stress. But in the days that followed, Yusuf's behavior grew even more troubling. He left home early, came back late, and refused to let her access his phone. He snapped at small things. If the tea was too hot, if she wore perfume, if she called her sister without asking. When Amira tried to reach out emotionally, to bond as husband and wife, he recoiled. The intimacy she longed for never arrived. She cried silently into her pillow for days, terrified to speak up and shame her family. In her culture, a new bride was expected to be patient, to endure, to honor her husband, no matter the cost. Then, one night, Amira heard Yusuf arguing loudly in the hallway on the phone. Through the thin walls, she heard enough. Her husband was speaking to another woman, calling her Habibti, promising he would fix things soon. Amira's heart sank. It wasn't just neglect. This was betrayal. The man she trusted with her future was living a lie. That night, she sat on the bathroom floor, clutching her wedding bracelet, sobbing quietly as water ran from the tap to drown out her pain. When she confronted Yusuf the next morning, what followed was terrifying. He didn't deny the affair. Instead, he blamed her, called her weak, insecure, jealous. When she threatened to leave and return to her father's home, he grabbed her by the wrist so hard it left bruises. That was the first time he struck her. It wouldn't be the last. Over the next 3 weeks, Amira's life became a prison. Yusuf locked her in during the day. He took her phone. She wasn't allowed to contact her family. He convinced everyone that she was adjusting slowly, that she needed space. But Amira's sister Layla grew suspicious. Amira had gone silent. No voice notes, no selfies, no late-night calls. So one afternoon, Layla showed up at the apartment unannounced, and what she found shattered her. Amira was pale, thin, and visibly shaken. Her wrist was swollen, her lower lip cut. At first, she insisted everything was fine, but Layla pressed her, gently, like only a sister could. Finally, Amira broke down. She told her everything, the cheating, the manipulation, the violence. Layla begged her to come home, but Amira, terrified of bringing shame to her family, said no. "Just give me time," she whispered. "I'll fix this." That time never came. 4 days later, neighbors reported a violent scream from the Hamdan residence just after midnight. The security guard on duty ran upstairs and found Yusuf trying to flee the apartment. Inside, Amira lay unconscious on the living room floor. Her head was bleeding, her body limp. Emergency responders arrived quickly, but her injuries were catastrophic. At the hospital, she slipped into a coma. She died 36 hours later, with her mother clutching her hand, whispering prayers into her ear. The nation was stunned. The media exploded with headlines. New bride murdered in domestic dispute. Tragedy in Sharjah, hidden abuse ends in death. In court, Yusuf showed no remorse. His defense claimed it was an accident, a moment of anger, but evidence told a different story. Text messages, audio recordings, photos, and testimonies from Layla and neighbors painted a chilling pattern of abuse, lies, and manipulation. The investigation revealed that Yusuf had a long history of relationships with multiple women, including an ex-fiancée who had once filed a police complaint, but later withdrew under family pressure. He had carefully curated an image of a respectable businessman while hiding a deeply abusive nature behind closed doors. Amira's funeral was attended by hundreds. Women wept openly. Men stood in stunned silence. Her father, Sheikh Ali al-Mansour, spoke only one sentence: "My daughter died protecting our name, but now I will protect hers." In the months that followed, Amira's death became a symbol of change. Women's groups began organizing in her name. Domestic abuse hotlines in the UAE saw a 60% increase in calls. Her sister Layla launched a foundation called Light for Amira, offering shelter and legal aid to women trapped in violent marriages. Religious leaders began addressing domestic violence in Friday sermons. Her death became more than a tragedy. It became a movement. But behind the headlines and reforms lies a question that still haunts her family. What if she had spoken sooner? What if someone had seen the signs and acted faster? What if she had believed she deserved better? Those what-ifs echo in every room of her childhood home, in the scent of her scarf, in the silence at her favorite reading spot by the window. Amira's story is not rare. It is a painful truth for thousands of women across the Arab world, silenced by fear, duty, and the illusion of family honor. She was a daughter, a sister, a wife, and now a symbol of why love without respect is not love at all, but a quiet, dangerous kind of death. If you are watching this and feel trapped, silenced, or afraid, please know this: you are not alone. You are not overreacting, and your life is worth more than a reputation. Speak up, reach out, save yourself. For Amira, and for every woman who never got the chance to escape, let this story be a warning, a prayer, and a promise. If this story touched you, please like and share this video. Leave a comment to stand with victims. And don't forget to subscribe for more real stories that demand to be heard. Your voice might save someone else.